guys, it's Jen. This is a Jen is Zen episode of Reframing Me. In these short bits, I give you something to meditate on or journal about. Today, I'd like you to think about this. When a candle lights another candle, it doesn't lose any of its light, and two candles shine brighter than one. Be the candle that lights the others around you, and surround yourself with those who aren't afraid to light you when you need it. And stay very clear of the candle blowers out there. Okay, so I need to tell you about my latest purchase because I'm super excited with it. I just got one of those Aura rings, the smart ring that tracks your heart rate and your temperature, your sleep and your movement, and like a zillion other things that I haven't even thought of or probably even knew that you could or should be tracking. It's going to take me forever to figure this thing out. So if you have one, hit me up with your favorite features or how you like to use the data, especially if it's in some way related to perimenopause, because I'm hoping that the data can somehow help me with that. So like we talked about in our last episode, which if you haven't already listened, you can still celebrate World Menopause Day today. I mean, I'm celebrating it every single day, for heaven's sake. So, okay, I've been wearing the ring for a few days. And of course, I managed to find the Aura Facebook groups. I mentioned in at least one of the Reframing the Conversation episodes, but probably I've mentioned in other episodes, my absolute fascination with and the sadness that I get watching the Peloton Facebook group because people are just horrible. They are awful. They are rude, condescending. They have zero consideration and they have even less empathy. And I hate it. And I really hate that I can't not look at the posts. Okay, so the rules of this group, just like many others, but the rules say to search for topics before posting. Okay, I get that. Well, I saw someone else new who posted a question about wearing the ring. She stated that she was new here, and it was very clear that she was excited to have this, that she was excited to try it out. Awesome. I get that. I'm new. I'm excited. I would assume that a group full of people who are all in love with the same product would be happy to welcome someone else who's new and excited and freshly in love with said product. Well, I would be wrong. Because, of course, one of the very first comments that this poor person got, and I don't know why it even bothered me or surprised me. I mean, for heaven's sake, I talk about this all of the time. I should be desensitized by the Peloton group by this point, if I wasn't already desensitized by social media in general with it. But for some reason, I was sensitive to it. And one of the first comments was attacking her for asking the question because she should have used the search function and found, quote, all of the times that this was discussed. I think more than the general rudeness and the attack on her, I think the biggest thing that bothered me about it was that the original poster, she was genuinely excited. And that awful woman who replied, she just couldn't let her be excited with her new toy. Couldn't she just keep scrolling past her question? No, she had to find a way to smother that enthusiasm out of her. Why? I really and I honestly just don't get it. So, y'all know me. The social scientist curiosity got the best of me. So I had to ask. I'm like, out of a genuine curiosity and not out of rudeness. What makes you respond that way? Like, is there a reason you couldn't just keep going? Well, she was not interested in my anecdotal data collection one bit. No, ma'am. At first, she was like, did you even read the rules? And I thought, oh, okay. So she's just a super stickler for the rules, like self-imposed monitor. I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I get her motivation. And then she started attacking me. And I'm like, oh, it's not that she's a stickler for the rules. No, she's just awful. She didn't care or even notice that she was squashing someone's enthusiasm, that she was smothering their light. Interestingly, it's something that I have been thinking about lately. I've seen it in my own life, and especially as I'm getting more successful at what I'm doing. And it's something that I want to instill in my own kids. Just like a candle, we each have a flame and it makes us glow bright. So I want us to be the candle that lights up those around us, who lights up those who need it. And we need to surround ourselves with people who will not only light us up when we're the one who needs it, but who also aren't afraid of us shining, even if they're not. And regardless, we need to never, ever allow ourselves to fall victim to the candle blowers. Those people out there who just don't want us to shine, who don't want us to succeed, even if that quote success is only being excited about something new, a new job or a new relationship or project, or yes, even a new Aura ring. What they don't seem to realize is that the world is actually much brighter when there are more of us who shine together. And blowing our candle out, it may make them feel brighter because now we'll be darkened, but they're not actually getting any brighter. They're just darkening the world a little bit at a time. I do know that I have been a candle blower at some points. Absolutely. I am not proud of it, but I will admit that I know I have. And just as bad, I know that I have let many other people blow my candle out. Both situations stem from insecurity, unhappiness. We have said before, happy people aren't mean. Just like confident people aren't afraid of other people's success or of other people's happiness. And confident people don't let people blow their candles out either, no matter how hard they may try to do so. And now that I realize why someone might want to or try to smother out my light, and I know that it has so very little to do with me and so very much to do with them. But now that I see this and understand this, I can do my best to stay clear of the people who don't support me or who might prefer to see me in darkened shadows. This metaphor of a candle lighting another without losing its own flame, to me, it's such a powerful reminder of an abundance mindset. It challenges the fear that when we give to others, whether it's our love or support or wisdom or encouragement, that we are somehow left with less. But this image that shows us the opposite, that when we share, we actually create more light and more warmth and more beauty in the world. I think about the people over my life who have been like that candle for me. Those who have given me strength when I felt weak or encouraged me when I doubted myself or stood by me when I needed their light the most. They didn't lose anything in helping me. And in fact, I believe it deepened our connection and it made us both shine a little brighter. These are the people that I'm grateful to surround myself with. And I know that I hope that I will be and that I am that same light for others. And at the same time, I know that I always try to stay clear of the candle blowers because as much as I like to think that I'm too strong and too wise to let it impact me, the people who intentionally or not, who try to extinguish our light, they might do it with negativity or criticism or just by not believing in us. And in the past, I have absolutely given too much energy to these people, either trying to win their approval or letting their actions dim my own flame. And this candle metaphor, it reminds me that it's okay to protect my energy and my light and to be mindful of who I allow close to my flame. Not everyone deserves to be that close. When I think of it this way, when I think of trying to sustain that light in myself and help others to find theirs, I see it as a beautiful reminder of the power of kindness and support and shared strength. When I imagine one candle lighting another, I think about how we have the ability to ignite hope or inspiration or joy in others without losing anything ourselves. And in fact, we gain something because in giving light, we create a connection and we become part of something bigger. When I share my energy or my ideas or my kindness or my time with others, it doesn't deplete me. Instead, it feels like I'm creating a shared space where both of us can shine brighter. It's like a symbiotic relationship where both people walk away being more illuminated, not less. And I know the power of being surrounded by people who are willing to do the same for me. We need each other's light, especially during those moments when our own flames feel dim or fragile. But those candle blowers, whether it's intentional or not, but they seem to snuff out light rather than foster it. Sometimes it's their negativity or criticism or jealousy that comes in subtle forms. But I know it always leaves me feeling less than I was before. These are the people that I try to be mindful of, not out of fear, but to preserve my light and protect the positivity that I have worked to cultivate. And so moving forward, I want to focus on being the kind of person who lifts others up, who helps them to light their path when it's dark. But also, I want to surround myself with people who will keep my light burning bright. It's about a mutual support, about being both the giver and the receiver of light. What about you? Are you the kind of person who tends to other people's flames? When I said that, like I totally picture the person. There's always that one on Survivor who is like literally always sitting in charge of the fire to make sure it doesn't go out. So are you that person? Are you tending to the fire day and night? Or maybe I also think of the one birthday candle that lights all the rest. Because ultimately, it's about community and reciprocity and how important it is to both give and receive, to be both vulnerable enough to accept someone else's light when ours flickers, but yet strong enough to be a light for others when they need it. There's something really beautiful in the idea that together we can create something so much brighter than what any of us could achieve alone. Thank you so much for listening today and always. If you've enjoyed the show, please share it with your friends. That's how we'll grow our community. Find me on socials. It's Reframing Me everywhere. And until next time, be well and communicate.